at this point, you should have made your hypotheses as to what effect all those conditions would have on the enzyme activity. And as you see, we're going to be taking qualitative data, trying to look at the foam intensity from a 0 to 5. So what I want to do first is show you what a 0 would look like, what a 3 would look like, and about what a 5 would look like, so that as you're looking at the different test tubes, you can kind of get an idea. So for a 0, that would be it. So you see absolutely no foaming, so that would be your 0. For a 3, oops, you see there's a little bit going on there, not too much, something in between. Now for a 5, oops, you're gonna, if I figure out where the camera is, you're going to see a lot more foaming, and that would be your 5. Okay, so, of course, we're always going to use a control first, which is untreated liver with nothing added to it. This is, and we're using hydrogen peroxide because the enzyme catalase, because it is an ASE, speeds up the breakdown of hydrogen peroxide to water and oxygen. So this is just a liver with nothing. So you want to record what you think, 0 through 5 for the foam intensity. So now we're going to look at a piece of liver that's been soaking in rubbing alcohol. Add some hydrogen peroxide and take a look. What do you think? Next we have the liver that was sitting in the hot water bath. So you want to take a look? See, 0 through 5, what's the foaming intensity? I'm following these in the order of the lab. Next we see one that was sitting in an ice water bath. Add some hydrogen peroxide. What do you think? Remember, you're always going to compare this to the control. This one has been soaking in sodium hydroxide, which makes it a really high pH environment. So this would be when you made your hypothesis as to what a high pH, what a basic environment would do, this would be it. This piece has been soaking in hydrochloric acid. So that would be a really low pH, acidic environment. So what do you think there? And finally, salt. I'm going to mix this up again. So I made a really salty solution. Just like when we did the egg, it's coming out a solution because I used more salt than would dissolve in the water. So what do you think? Gotta look at the bubbles through the salt and see if you see any foam. So some of that is salt. Okay, so again, if you need to rewind and look at any of them and record that foam intensity from 0 to 5, and that's going to indicate how well that catalase was working, breaking down that hydrogen peroxide to water and oxygen, because again, it's speeding up that reaction. That reaction would happen regardless. It's just that enzymes speed up.